Just cash is back, you better tell your friends. When Angel Reese walks in a bar with Asia Wilson and Caitlin Clark, these bookies don't know where to start. We be killing them all, tearing them apart. They can't mess with us, they can't mess with you. And I'm never gonna cuss cause I love you too. Hit thumbs up if you want good love. Girls thinking that we fresh and they wanna We be winning the bets and they be rolling up. By far we the best, you ain't good enough. Ain't a damn thing funny, man, you know what's up. You wanna win some money, it's time to lock in, bruh.
Lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in.
Lock in, bruh.
Lock in, lock in, lock in.
It's a flagrant foul. It's a hard
Lock in, bruh.
And here we got another.
The crowd continues to cheer for the man.
Woo-hoo! What up, fam? Welcome. Oh, it feels like we've been off forever. Enjoying that Monday off, and it's going to be even weirder when we're off tomorrow as well. No games at least, but what's up, everyone? Hope y'all had a lovely weekend. We are back talking some WNBA. You already know what time it is. It's just cash. Joined with Underrated. What's good? How was your time off?
Boring as flick. Boring as freak. Boring as F. Can't cuss yet. I got to wait a couple minutes for the algorithm. Then I'll start cussing up a storm. Big Kev's in here. Lock in, he says. I'm in here.
Yo, what's that good?
Got my joint roll to eat.
Up? Better. Got to get this long delay we got here between now and our tip off. This game's tonight, isn't it? Oh no, it's slightly early. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking it was closer to 8 or 9 o'clock, but 7 Eastern. Okay, no waiting around.
You better lock in. The key says let's cash out today, baby.
Yo, what's good? That's right. Let's cash out and get some big money. Live betting should be nice and sweet.
Okay. Man, live betting. Give me those single props all day long.
Oh, they're going to be nice. We got hit with an absolute bombshell earlier that Asia Wilson, having some leg issues, not going to be playing tonight. And I don't know if that is the news I was expecting today, but here we are. So, day of the tournament. We got the Commissioner Cup Finals tonight. Vegas traveling out to New York, squaring off for the big grand prize. And both of these teams, familiar spot. They've both won it since it started up, and they know how to handle business. So I am curious to see how is Vegas going to fare with no Asia Wilson tonight. Really looking at your two guards in the starting lineup between Gray and Jackie. Those two are going to have to do a lot of heavy lifting today. And who's going to be our mystery spot start? I got my money on Miss Parker, but we'll have to see. Wouldn't surprise me to see Becky change up the lineups a little bit here, and we'll have to kind of react from the news and go forward from that. But it's going to be interesting.
Put in Bell. We love Bell.
Yeah, Bell could start. I could see a world with it where it happens, but personally, I think it's really just one of two options. You got either Miss Parker or Bree Turner off the bench, and it seems like coach has been favoring Parker a little bit more here. And it makes sense. She is a more experienced player, and we'll talk about her lines and everything as well. But they're going to need some size. They're really going to struggle to kind of contain the two bigs on the other side. And this could be a really good up spot for Stewie now. Previously, I wouldn't have even considered it, but now getting possible Parker and or Turner on the bench, this could be an easy spot for her to feast. And potential foul trouble, too. Asia's not really one that fouls a whole lot, so switching her out between either of those could be night and day difference. But if you guys got any comments, questions, make sure and throw them down below. And if you haven't already, hey, show us some love. Or if you made some money with us here over the last month now, hit that like button down below. As always, we appreciate the love and support.
Hey,
if you're new here, hit that subscribe button.
Speaking of, these people been hitting the like button, bro. We're at 26 already. What in the...
Thank you. We appreciate it. Don't even have to ask for it. And, y'all already showing some love. But let's get the hype going. I know we got a bit of a weird schedule this week. Wasn't nearly as packed as I would have hoped it, especially with having 2 days off. But nonetheless, we got some good ones. We got a lot of 2 games coming into the weekend, and then I think 3 games on Friday or Saturday, but still some action nonetheless. And without further ado, I wasn't finished. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn the noties on, and be a part of the Discord. Check that out in the links in the description. We got 7-day free trials and week-long, month-long, and season-long passes alike. So don't miss out. Be a part of it. And you especially want to be in there for the overnight leans and the live betting. I know live betting was really nice to us here this last week.
Yes, sir. What up, though? Logan is here with his blunt rolled. Tori is here. He says, what up? We cashing out today. And do you like Gray getting 6.5 assists? Logan says, what up? Underrated NE. Khadijah's here. The real, what did she say? The real CC is back tonight. I like her for 15 plus. Don't ever in your life, Khadijah, talk bad about the GOAT, the real, not this one you're speaking of, the other real CC. But we'll let you get away with it. She says, man, been waiting for Tuesday like a crackhead. Need a shake back after a bad weekend. Just cash and work your magic. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to get back. And I know if you guys were with us on Friday, we ended up going 7-3, and turned out a really nice profit overall in that evening. And over the weekend, I think the one stinger that really hurt was Burrell, selling us out on her 14.5 points, but not the worst weekend at all. Well, let's talk about Gray here real fast. So,
okay, she
was one that I was really interested in initially. She's been performing really well for this team. The potentials every single game have looked really nice. And, this matchup wasn't the scariest by all means, not typically one that I would love to pick on, but still favorable line nonetheless. She was up to 7.5 earlier today and still on a couple of sites. Excuse me. The 7.5 seems unbelievably high with no Asia being in today. I mean, we got a lot of question marks as far as where the scoring is going to come from here. I think Jackie will still again have her fair share. Tyus Parker also, could be in line for a really good game. We'll touch on her props as well because Prizepicks is the only site that has them up right now. So I think that is interesting to say the least, and maybe there's some good value there. Playing a bit unknown minutes, but still could possibly open up value for us. Now, Gray being at 6.5 for her regular line, you could probably talk me onto this even more. I'm just not sure what kind of trade-off we see as far as her field goal attempts taking a step forward that could cut into some of her usage here. If Jackie's playing really well, that should continue. I don't have any doubts about that, but a good majority of her stuff was going to Asia, so we're really looking for Barker, step it up there. Nalissa Smith, I don't know on a personal level if I can trust her at all. She's been all over the place rebounding wise. Last game, she could keep her hands to herself. Not an easier matchup here by any stretch. She doesn't offer much of a 3-point upside, so that's going to be somewhat limited. I like it. I think Gray is totally fine. I might shop around for her 5.5 line, to be honest. Just play it somewhat safer. They backed the odds down a lot since we got news after that. Can she get 7? Sure, I don't mind it. I might be leaning towards like a PA route now. But even that feels really high. So take for that what you will. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I will say also, I played it already prior when it was at 6.5, so I'm kind of stuck in the same boat.
Pass.
There's my response.
Pass.
You're just playing with some unknowns, that's all. We never see Asia Wilson out. And the time that we did see her out this last year, results did not look that pretty. 4-game sample size. It's kind of weird too. We were digging into this, and the whole team honestly just played bad. All 4 games, they did not play well. The starters did not shoot well. The assists and everything were fairly low. Mostly just this Phoenix matchup here. We had 2 mediocre performances, but everyone did not perform at all. Shocking to find out, though, that Jewel Lloyd actually snapped off in all 4 of these games. That could be something here for this one as well, but if you really want to trust Jewel Lloyd, take that for what you will.
Pass.
Yeah.
A man of few words.
Pass.
That's all I got for you.
Oh, real fast. The I was hoping this would go back to 10.5, but Gray's RA also, I think, warrants some consideration. She's been pretty active on the glass lately, and not having Asia there, that could be something that's really helpful. She had a couple spike games with that last season.
I'm not going to say what I think because my takes are just so disgustingly leaning under. It's just filthy. It's just gross. And when I said JJ under last time, it didn't work out. Then I said, who was it the time before? I forget now. Oh, Citron under when the two bigs were out.
Yeah.
It didn't work out. But I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm backy. No one wants to do it but me. I know no one wants to do it but me, but I will say there was a few times when I was standing out on the ledge all by myself. There was Olivia Miles under. That was nice. There's Enrique assist under. That was nice. There was another one, I believe, Shakira under when Kiki was out. There was a few. I'm definitely over 50% on these, but I have lost the last few. The Keys agrees with me. He says Jackie under assists. So he's thinking the right way. Yeah. He's thinking the right way. I want Jackie under it all. All of it, E. Sign me up, E.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you can still catch either of the guards' original assist lines, I mean, they were extremely high. With or without Asia, I mean, Gray, for example, 7.5. I know she's been snapping off lately, but we all know players are going to hit that regression. Example, Azrae Stevens on Friday. I told y'all, man, that positive regression is going to happen.
You were right.
So this is another easy player that we could put that, example to the test here. Maybe we don't official it, but would not surprise me to see her take a fairly big hit size. And then Young, I mean, same thing. I think Prizepicks still had her at 7 assists earlier. No, they must have taken it down with the odds flipping this bad. I mean, her odds really flipped. The 6.5 was heavy juice. Prizepicks had her at 7. But now, yeah, this one maybe deserves even more attention because who is she passing to? Gray? I mean, at best, Carter,
bro.
maybe some Parker, but
come on, bro. Asia's out. That they got that built-in 3 assists automatically. Both of them. Here's Asia there. She's right there, wide open, or just near Asia. She's gonna get the ball, do her little turnaround. She gets another assist. She is not there. It is totally different.
Yeah, I agree. It changes the dynamic a lot. And, I mean, truthfully, they're probably going to have to rely on a lot more three-point looks today. Vegas, that is. You never know how that can be. I mean, it could have the reverse of that where we see both Jackie and Gray, go for almost a double-double tonight. That wouldn't surprise me either. But needing them to perform above where they have been without a key player is kind of hard to get behind,
It's tough. And then, man, we've had our share of sadnesses taking the aces under this season. We decided to not take any more aces under, but there's an asterisk there. That is when Asia is in the game. That is completely different. This is not the aces that we know. This is the aces minus Asia. Totally different. The best player in the league. Sorry, CC. Asprey, of course, says aces with no Asia to carry them.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, I don't think there's any debate about that. We're really just sweating what does the pace look like at the end of the day? Is there any kind of early foul trouble? That could mess up things a little bit. Like, let's say, for example, if Parker gets into early foul trouble or Nalissa Smith, and they just end up going to the guard set more. Because I do think that is what's going to happen. I mean, Vegas just likes to play their guards, like plain and simple, typically just one center out there. So there's a real good chance we'll see, a lot of time between that 4-guard set versus whatever New York's rolling out. But that's still not going to stop the fact that, Stewie on the other side probably going to have a great matchup scoring-wise or just being able to bully ball. And then the swing passes could be, going back to the assist talk, the secondary passes could mess up a lot of the rotations here as far as like who's actually converting the assists. So it wouldn't surprise me to see, especially adding Lloyd or Carter into the mix. I mean, either one of those getting more hands, more time with the ball in hands. It's appealing. It's appealing.
I see Mario Riley in the chat. Look at what he says, E.
Yo. Yeah.
Smacks.
PRA under.
Smacks. He says it smacks. He doesn't ask a question. He just puts up a statement. He says, new Jackie. He says, nah, Jackie under PRA smacking without Asia on the court. Mario Riley, you must be in my brain. You must have heard me. Or I must have heard you. Whatever it is, I like it.
Get some Jackie in. Post it up. I'm not afraid to back it.
Oh, I know. I just like throwing it out there extra. So then when she goes over, I can come back the next day and cry with everyone and they can all cuss me out. Just want to make sure that it's me, not you, getting cussed out. So guys, yeah. If Jackie does ball out and you do take advice on this show and you want to go under, or if you already liked it, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, I'm looking at this on-off court stuff here. Here, actually. Watch this, E. You're going to be like, what in the... Why does Jackie go down? Why does she go down? I'm so surprised. Okay, here, let's look at it real quick. Let's throw it up there. PRA... Okay, this is... Let's see if I remember how to do this now. Oh, yeah, we were supposed to throw the shit up there. Well, here's that. You see that? Let's move it here so we can look at it. There's with Asia off the court. Look at Jackie way down there, second to last. Let's look at her rebounds. -3? What? Let's look at her assists. -3.2? What? Why? I don't know. But they're going to be all over her today.
I mean, you would think so. I imagine Phoebish is probably going to take a bulk of her time guarding her, and then we'll have STA off the bench and just throwing in whatever extra help inside the paint. I mean, honestly, the best way that Jackie can beat us is from two things. One, from transition offense, which, I mean, it is what it is. If New York's just turning the ball over a bunch, can't really stop that. But the other thing mostly just being her three-point attempts and what kind of efficiency does she walk away with. The free throws, really difficult. I mean, New York is bottom of the barrel, like bottom 4 free throw attempts allowed per game. So not expecting too many free throws from her, maybe 3-4 range. But volume could be a little bit heavier. I mean, she's going to be forced to take a few more shots and put up a couple more looks than per usual. Doesn't necessarily mean those are going to be good looks, but, volume should be still pretty steady for her. They're going to need somebody else. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. The best game plan for New York is obviously cutting off one of these two legs here between either her or Chelsea Gray. I think Gray, honestly, yes, we've seen a lot of upside from her just from, streaky three-point shooting over the season, but consistent shooting, a lot more difficult, a little bit more difficult to come by. And I mean, even hitting, double-digit points, that's not something too abnormal for her. But I mean, is she really putting up 15 points this game, like 18 points this game? That I think is a lot tougher of a stretch to really see her doing. I like the Jackie under, man. I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense, and there's a large part of me also thinking this game could easily be a blowout. I mean, it would not shock me to see New York easy 15-point lead and just kind of coast off of that, being at home as well.
Yay! Ease in on it.
I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it. And that's another play we could also catch live. I mean, her and Asia alike. I mean, both of them, anytime they start playing well early, books are really fast to adjust their stuff. So
I don't mean to cut you off, but I see it. 31.5 now, DraftKings. Let's go.
She moved finally.
Look at it. That means Onyx is right away, right with it, I think.
Well, let's see. We didn't get any other news, did we?
No, but somebody in here said CC's going to go crazy tonight, and I could see that. The only worry with CC is she healthy? Like, Kevin said it in the chat when we saw her last game. She looked unhealthy on the sidelines at first, and then she came in and I think she did her normal, but Kev's on her team again. He says, Kennedy about to put on the Superman cape. I feel it too. Somebody else said it too. Asprey Decor, same. He said, nah, CC all the way. That's why you have her on top of the list. 11.5 points, man. Without Asia, if she's healthy, she should get there. You could see her. She has the best throw me the ball one-on-one skills on the team. Sorry, Jewel. Jewel's too old now.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, 12 points for that without Asia. Man, I really like that one. If there's an over, that one feels like the best one.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, yeah, we're looking at a little bit of concern as far as just what the minutes can be. But last game, Asia was cooking. They went with the second unit, and she didn't really necessarily have to be out there for a large part of the game. So she didn't really play that many minutes in the second half, though. Looked really good in the first half. I mean, she came out, was putting points on the board for them, no problem. And I think this was just another part of her getting eased back into the rotation. I mean, she was out for, 5 games now or something. And the coach still putting her minutes up fairly high enough for us to have a good potential here, because even just looking at the games that she came back, those brief stints, only played 8 minutes. So the fact that she was already kind of banged up in this part right here, coach only played her that small duration. Now we see minutes twice as much in a competitive game, and not really a game that coach needed to push the minutes per se, but the fact that we were still able to get 16 minutes, I think, is quite telling, at least for us to have a great shot at what I'm hoping for is about 25 minutes tonight. 25 to 28 minutes would be, the most ideal, but realistically just give us around 25 minutes. There's many different positives I think working for us here. One, she could go out and get any kind of cleanup crew, blowout duty, just coach running her for conditioning, because Vegas also plays in 2 days as well. So they're going to be having to get right back into the swing of the schedule. But also, usage-wise, just the guards are the best way to beat New York. And for her, she's a good mixed bag shooter. We got threes, we got free throws, we got from the field. The second unit from New York also been playing quite terrible. There actually are a huge reason why New York is blowing a lot of these leads. They're just not, one, putting up points, and then two, their turnovers to, fast breaks, transition, stuff like that has been really, really hurting them lately. So a lot of those things just work out best for her. And then we're adding, let's talk it, anywhere in the range of 15 to 18 field goal attempts. It's going to have to get dispersed down from all the players around Asia's absence here, and she's going to catch plenty of that action. And then I think also another could be great thing for us is there's easy chance that both or one of Melissa Smith or Miss Parker gets into foul trouble today, and if that happens, that just means Lloyd's going to come in even sooner off the bench and just leave Carter basically just by herself on an island for usage there. I mean, we had a little bit of Parker to begin with, and Lloyd being the only other person. So that's just going to leave her and Lloyd today. I mean, basically running the show for the bench, and I like it, man. I think totally fine. Really, we're just sweating the minutes tonight.
Yes, sir. Let's go, CC. There's a bunch of CC debating going on in the chat too, man. Asprey Decor took it back. He said, I didn't mean Carter. He said, I meant the Indiana Fever CC. Oh, you meant the real CC? Oh, he meant the real CC. My bad, bro. My bad. And Khadijah says, who you think's better, CC or Miles? And we already know what I think. We're not even going to talk to me because I'm going to make people mad. And Kev Thomas just jumps right in and says, Miles! Yeah, Miles! CC's soft, he says. Kev, I might have to ban you for this, Kev. It's getting a little ridiculous.
No, I mean,
this is getting a little ridiculous, folks.
In truth, I would say Clark is a wildly different example to compare, either Miles or Carter here. Now, Miles and Carter is a very good comparison because they play very similar style basketball. Only difference is Carter not really looking to facilitate. I mean, for her, she's just a pure bucket trying to get her shot up. But the same play style, slash into the basket, trying to draw contact, physical player, even though Carter isn't the biggest of players. She's got a great skill set, and I mean, it's something we saw a lot in Chicago before she left the league. We've seen plenty flashes of that upside here before she got hurt. So, this could also be another thing where coach kind of kept her at bay this previous game against Chicago, and especially against her former team. I thought she would have played more minutes than that, but nonetheless, still good spot for her. And coach is just going to give her the green light. She's like, hey, go out and do your thing tonight, and there's also a good chance that New York is trailing.
I hope so.
That Vegas is trailing.
I hope so, man, because we've seen it. She takes over, and that line is really low. So hopefully, man, we get those minutes. We know what she can do. We do.
Yes. So, I mean, as far as just overall plays for tonight, we're going to be fairly light. This is going to turn into more of a spectator. We are off tomorrow. There's no games on Wednesday, and then we're back to business on Thursday. So we are, I think, still going to stream tomorrow, even though we're going to be off. We'll kind of go over the other things that we'll end up adding on the list. For right now, again, play light this evening. There's nothing too crazy going on. We do like Carter, though, and at least for some early looks, 2 pairing options. We got Alyssa Thomas, 7.5 assists, coming back fresh from her suspension game. Played really well against Seattle the first time, and that was with their team shooting quite terribly. So love this bounce back spot for her. And then the other one was our continued targeting the rebound under against Washington. We got Ryan Howard, juicy 4.5 line. They had her at 4.5. Last time they played, she ended the game with 0 rebounds. I know Barker with the stinker over the weekend. Going into overtime, it is what it is. But we were winning up until that point. And, I mean, so far, this hasn't really let us down. 4.5 is what we're looking for. And, sign me up for this rematch here. So, 2 early looks for that. I want to talk about one other player here tonight, and then we'll just kind of open up the floor, talk about any questions, comments, see what the great debate of the CCs is. But let's talk about one player real fast. Miss Parker on Prizepicks. I was not able to find her anywhere else earlier, so this is kind of an interesting, unique play that we could have. But 2 different lines for her that stood out. One, the 9.5 points, extremely low. I mean, they are still going to run a very similar style of offense, even without Asia. She's still going to get, plenty of looks herself. I mean, she's been a serviceable player as a starter. I know we didn't really get to see much of it this year, but last couple games, minutes have been going up. Played 17 plus minutes in 2 out of the last 3 games, which were competitive games also, mind you. And then 2 previous games behind that didn't really play that many minutes. And then 2 games before that still played 17 minutes. So Becky is trusting her. I think, again, going to get the spots. The spot start tonight against this matchup. Her lines are low. Do I think she's going to go out and play 30 minutes? No. Do I think she could easily go out and play 25 to 27 minutes? Now, that is a possibility. We have not seen Asia out and Miss Parker healthy. Asia missed some time during the stretch while Parker was not available. Then she came back, and Asia has not missed a game since. Now, with that being said, Parker as a starter, we've seen plenty flashes of upside. I mean, take us back to Atlanta and her as a starter. I mean, she looked really good. She's got a clean shooting game. And, I mean, outside of foul trouble, that being the biggest concern for us. Mostly just the minutes. How long is coach going to keep her out there for, and what kind of run are we going to get? But at least one other thing that did look, really positive was they already played this game not that long ago. I mean, these 2 teams squared off on June 23rd, and Parker, in a really short sample size, 17 minutes, went out and put up 14-6 and also had a steal. I'm going to have some interest in here in this prop for her. Either the 9.5 points or the 15.5 PR. I think both of those deserve a look. The fantasy at 21.5 is extremely appealing because she comes with a lot of block and steal potential. but also comes with a lot of turnover potential. So that's something we saw a lot out of her in seasons past, and I have no doubt that could happen again today. The PR are the points, man. 9.5 points was really speaking to me earlier. This seemed like a really, really low prop.
Yeah, if she gets the start, I'm with it. If she doesn't get the start, obviously it's a different story. But I mean, yeah, I mean that's super low for her if she gets the start. We know what she's done in the past. Who knows though? She's older now, and we haven't seen much, but it's a low line, so I'm with it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun comments here to get to. This is fun. I like today already.
Well, let's do it. Do you have the mini screen for our plays? That way you can just kind of leave that up there.
Oh, the mini screen. Let me get the mini screen up there real quick. Let's see. We got Carter, Thomas, and Ryan Howard, baby. Just leave it like this. And can I mini screen it? That is the question. There we go. We'll put that here in the corner. And we shall look at the chat now, guys. The chat. I love the chat. Everybody in the chat is fun. Having fun. Blunts rolled, Logan says. I mean, come on, bro. Blunts rolled? Are we partying in here or what? This is the best. What up? We cashing out today, says Tori. Yes, sir. Khadijah talking CC. Okay, here we go. First one, the Keys back to this one. He says, Sabrina rebounds or Stewie 3 assists.
Yeah, hey, I was actually just bringing up Stewie's assist right now. Funny enough, I wasn't even looking at the comments. This was also another one that I wanted to at least briefly talk about. 2.5 assists was the line. I know they bumped the juice up a little bit from earlier. 3.5 assists, I don't mind too much. I'd probably just play the 3 flat on Prizepicks. I believe they still had it. Let me double check. Yeah, so it's still a 3 flat on here. This one I wouldn't mind necessarily as much. I mean, if you don't have access to the 2.5, I don't think Underdog put this back earlier, did they? No, they did not. So it is available on most book sites, and at least you can still get it for, I believe the 2.5 payout is actually pretty enticing on Prizepicks still. This was a 2.6 earlier, so yeah, they nerfed the payout a little bit. Still, I don't mind it. Easy parlay piece. You know, you got tacos and stuff today to pair that up with. You have to add a third if you're going to play it with a JJ taco. But Sabrina's rebounds, I don't think I'm necessarily as sold on. I mean, she had a super fake game, 2 games ago where she had 10. Typically, not exactly the matchup we would like to target. Yeah, I just don't know how I feel about her rebounds, honestly. I probably passed there, but the Stewie assists, you could definitely talk me on. I mean, she's got some nice history in this particular matchup. Let's see. Let's just talk about the 2.5 line now.
Don't look at her potentials.
Last season, though.
Don't look at her potentials in the last one. Just don't do that.
Oh, they're probably poo. I mean, I have no doubts about that, but
0.
2 games last season looked pretty nice. Had 3 and 5, and then earlier this season she also had 4. So
let me throw an idea out there. Let me throw an idea. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. I just want to throw this out there. What do you think about the idea that with Asia not being in the game, you would assume Stewie's assists come a lot from her kind of getting in trouble and her having to kick it out, or do you assume she's like on top running the pick and roll or doing something where she's actually, supposed to get the assist? Doesn't it seem like it's more, there's no Asia there now, so it might be easier for her to score rather than look to pass? Or does that not hit you like that?
Well, I think there's the argument, honestly, for both of them, because like I said earlier, now this should be a much better scoring spot for both her and JJ. Now she does get a fair amount of connects with JJ and or whichever of the slashing guards, so I do still think there is plenty of potential. A lot of the times by design, she's more so just kicking it out to the 3-point shooters, which is a good spot to attack Vegas. Let's not kid ourselves about that. Vegas is giving up a ton of threes. It's just how much how much coaching decisions, because this is a tournament game, let's also keep that in mind. This could be something where we see coaches pull out of the bag a lot of stuff that we haven't seen, defensive assignments or schemes that they're trying to draw up to stop X, Y, and Z player. We haven't seen a lot of that this season, and this could be a night and day difference from what we had 3 games ago. I do like it, though. I mean, Stewie still just running plenty of pick and roll. I think warrants some kind of exposure. Doesn't really surprise me that she didn't have any this last game. They didn't score really any shots inside of the paint at all, so she missed out on a lot of, or at least a good chunk of what could have been her assist. Back at the house, though. Back at the house. I don't mind it, honestly. The 2.5, I've already played that in a small little, little slip here or there.
You always have all these plays already played. It's little sneaky slips you got.
Just, a little 1%er on personal stuff. I'll always say, if you ever have a personal gut call for whatever reason, those are usually the ones that are the most correct. And most of the time you end up talking yourself off it, or you hear something else that yeah, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. And then you don't put money on it, and then you look back and you're like, gosh darn it.
Yeah. That's always what happens.
Whenever you got gut plays, I like that advice. Just, at least play it tiny, small, so it doesn't hurt if it loses, but you're happy if it wins. You're like, at least I got a little bit on it. Can't hurt. Logan says, Brianna Stewart, 19.5 points. What up, though? 54 likes. We need 15 more likes, guys, for good luck. We're close.
So close. So close. Yeah, so, Stewie was another one. It was a good correlation to take her under points and then the over with the assist. Now, I'm a little bit more hesitant about it, even though, yes, she has been quite terrible and or just inefficient, however you want to look at it. JJ's been playing really well. That three-point shooting from her continues to reign true. And even though, surprise, Stewie hitting a couple more threes here lately, I still think usage rating probably still fairly capped, especially with Sabrina being back into the mix. Satu being out was kind of a concern, and I still think that could be, maybe this is a game where it rears its ugly head, but there's nothing extra and, nothing really special. Just how many free throw attempts does she get here? That was my biggest thing, is both of these teams, they do not give up free throws, and Stewie could see a couple extra today, with no Asia. So just, tread with a little bit of caution. I still think her under is totally fine here, underscoring at least.
Okie dokie. Sounds good. I'm just watching Jackie continue to move. Bovada now 31.5. Come on down. The key says Marine over points and Jonquel over 2 threes.
Yeah, so with Marine, again, I would just likely stick to her threes. That's where she's scoring the bulk of her any kind of upside that she's having. Honestly, it's coming from her 3-point shot, and they're actually paying pretty good. That's a normal bet for her 1.5. So I don't mind that. You could easy straight bet that, or if you want to take the alts, maybe look for. I'll play her 4.5, but if it's anything that is 6 or more, just play it threes. What was the other one? Sorry.
You're good. Jonquel over 2 threes.
Oh, yeah, JJ. JJ Sniper. It's been her year. She's taken a lot more attempts. Didn't play that well the first game. Still had her fair amount. Went 1 of 4. You could probably stick, I think, closer to just actual points for this one. I'm trying to think. There wasn't really a good middle ground between her alts today. The jump from 10 to 15. 15 is basically just a normal payout, and then 10 was pretty bad. I might honestly pivot into a PR category. If you could say get her at 20.5 PR, that would be really ideal. If you can find alts for the PR, I'd lean maybe a little bit more into that.
Okay. Danny C says, free Youngin.
Free Youngin, man. It's been a minute. I hope he's doing well.
I know, man. Come on back, Youngin. We still got him on the bottom thing. Scrolling text down at the bottom. It says free Youngin still. Let's see. GW says, Gray over assists, Jones over points. Now, about Jones, you're saying Jones, you like her PR a little bit better than just her points.
Well, for the last question, I assume she was talking about alt line stuff. Yeah, I mean, for JJ, I still think the points, honestly, probably the best route for her. Not much of a difference in her alt lines. I mean, unless you can get her at 13.5 points, which I'm not sure. Maybe that's on Onyx. I'm just kind of put in perspective here what we have to work with. Full game props, so yeah, JJ points. That one I think is still totally fine. Just out of curiosity, what her alts look like. Yeah, so you can even get the 15 plus minus 133. That's not bad. Yeah, I mean, Asia being out is only going to help her matchup here. So,
okay. Tyson Walker says, "Can we go over more Thursday games since it's so light today?" So we'll take a peek a little bit later. A little, right? A little. I know you have 2 plays from tomorrow already, or for Thursday already, but yeah, we'll still be taking a little look-ski poo, as you'd say. Kev thinks CC's showing up today. Then the debate about CC and Miles, we can't get into that because we will never finish that one. There's no right answer except for CC. You guys can't say anything back. Caitlin Clark wins. Yay! McCain says Young under 30.5 PRA and Gray under. Ooh. We see Young at 31.5 now. I love that. And he says Gray under PRA as well. Haven't looked at that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean,
I like how you think, Mr. Kane.
Honestly,
I like how he thinks, right? I like that idea. All these lines are up now.
there's a real good chance that one of these players is going under their PRA line. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt about that. There's a lot of RA potential downside for either of these characters. The only thing is just, what does the scoring output look like tonight? You know, is Gray efficient? Because the volume's not going to be extremely high. Just you're really banking on whatever that efficiency looks like. And then Jackie, you know, reverse that. What does that volume look like? You know, are we going over 20 field goal attempts, or does she end up getting swarmed and, you know, by default basically has to run point guard, and it's going to flip their roles between the two of them. So it's tough to say, but I do feel pretty confident. Again, one of them is going under, if not their PRA line, their RA lines. I mean, both of them are kind of high, you know, in their own right. Gray feels like the unsung hero for this game. I don't know why, you know. Young, easily going to get more attention. Defensive assignments. I mean, if they're putting Sabrina on Gray here, we've seen plenty of people cook her. I just don't know. We've been burned so many times here recently from taking Vegas's under, and it just seems like they have our number every time.
They do, E, but no, Asia, E, we can get them. This is our chance. It's our chance to get Vegas back. We can get them back, E.
That's true. This
is our chance.
And I mean, there's a decent outcome as well, where there's, you know, let's say a scenario, Jackie plays a pretty great first half, Gray is mediocre, and then they trade off. Second half, she comes alive more, and then we get one of the bench players like Carter or Lloyd. We just need somebody else to step up. I mean, as long as there's a third person in the mix and it's not truly just the entire game is the two players. Yeah. Well, I mean, Carter, though, she's only going to be playing off the bench, so somebody else from the starters. We need somebody to contribute. True.
But as you say that,
and
go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, if not, then what's to say this game could be a blowout? You know, that mental checkout from these players could be real early. And, you know, if we're going into half, say, down 15 points, then outcome's going to be looking fairly bleak.
I know. You have a point there. Somebody got to score, huh?
Yeah. I mean, somebody's going to have to score. Who's that going to be? You know, I don't know. But I do like where the head's at. One of these players going under, real likely story.
All right, well, somebody on the list here I just wanted you to meet. Her name is Jackie Young, and she's now on the list. E, how do you see that? E, you like that? Look at that in the corner. Big Jackie. All right, let's get to it, guys. Huh? Yeah.
So, my goodness, we're official.
He's in, folks. Let's go. Okay. Asper Decor says, just put them on the same team, all-star team. I know, they're freaking good, aren't they? Big Boy Dooley says, first timer, salute. What's up, man?
Yo, what's good?
Let's see what else. We got so much in here. J Main says, yo, what up, gang? What up, J Main?
Yo.
Pig says,
What it do?
will Jackie Young score at least 15 points tonight? And he says, Jonquil over 2 threes, which you spoke of already. Think Jackie gets 15.
Yeah. I mean, I would hope so. She's gonna have all the volume to get 15. Just what does that look like? Numbers translated shots. I would probably lean a little bit more so playing her all tonight. If they just put pressure on her to get the ball out of her hands, and she's just gonna be throwing up some prayer shots. The threes for her also somewhat appealing. It's kind of a shortcut route. I worry about her free throw attempts. That could be something that's a lot harder to come by in this matchup, but her 1.5 was not that bad. Yeah, minus 203. I think you can also get this on Underdog. Let's see. Yeah, I got it. 0.73. I don't mind that either if you want to take some alts or shortcuts. 15 plus is, again, totally fine. She should get it, but, Asia being out, I don't know why that is weirding me out so much for this game.
Okay. Pig says, I think so. Also, let's go Jay Young. Let's go Jay Young. Just stay under 31.5 PRA. Asper Decor says under 4.5 Sabrina assists. Ooh, I have money on the 5.5 E, and it feels wonderful. But if you don't, what about the 4.5?
It's still in play. Did Prizepicks already take it down from 5?
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was a lot of line movement from yesterday. I don't mind the 4.5. I think they're same argument for her RA under as well. It's a fine play. Just know that you're playing a bump line now.
Alrighty. I think I saw Talbot rebounds. What do you think about Talbot today without Asia? What, she gonna get more minutes?
Probably not, to be honest. And that's also another reason why, any of these kind of mid-level players between Talbot, Parker, Turner, and Kirsten Bell, all of them very subject to play some meaningful minutes or just no minutes at all. Plenty of games we've seen already this season where, Becky's really just trusting the core amount of players. I don't trust anybody outside of Jackie, Gray, and we'll see you later. Like that's the only 2 players that I trust tonight. Everyone else is subject for minutes, subject for rotations, whatever, what have you. Coach could easily mess with all their players' minutes tonight. Gray and Jackie, though, 34, 36 minutes tonight. No problem. Unless it's a utter bloodbath, then maybe they play less.
We shall see. K. Barton says Phoebich 2 threes.
Yeah, Phoebich I like, honestly. I mean, if you want to play the threes, they're good odds for the straight bet. I don't mind even the 9.5 or 10.5 points. I mean, she's played very well in the absence of Sabali, and Sabali was one of their better, or at least more aggressive 3-point shooters. So losing her volume has continued to pick up. Sabrina also taking a fair amount of threes. I think one player really that could take a step forward being her. But Phoebich, totally fine. I actually had her as a potential play tonight for us as well. So I like it.
Zoe brings up a good point. He says it's kind of risky picking Carter. Becky might not play her that much, and that is the worry, Zoe. I'm with you. If she does get the minutes, that 11.5 is crazy low. If she doesn't get the minutes, we're going to be on the sidelines watching the game, throwing shit at the wall, breaking our TVs. Put her in, Becky! But good chance she gets enough to get 12 points, we're hoping. Supreme Juice has my favorite comment. What?
I was going to say, real fast to that. If that is the case, the only reason that's going to happen is if Jewel Lloyd is just playing out of her mind. So keeping out for her live stuff as well. Last year, again, recap if you missed, Lloyd was the player who went crazy whenever Asia was out. It was only 4 games. It was earlier in the season. I think also when Lloyd might have been a starter still, but just fun fact, for whatever reason, it was Lloyd's day.
It makes sense. Lloyd's lines are really low too. Betting on Lloyd is never fun, but I definitely feel you on that. Definitely good chance she takes over a little bit and gets her points. Oh, she's at 10. Okay. Kev played her alt, I guess, earlier. I thought it was lower than 10 even.
She's 9.5 on some sites.
9.5. Yeah, it's not bad. This is my favorite comment of the day, though. Supreme Juice 69 says, LOL, laughable. CC saw full court pickup her rookie year. Miles is cool, but nah. I just want to highlight this comment. Kev, read it and weep, buddy. Supreme Juice 69, you no ball. All right. Asprey, of course, says FanDuel lets us view the stats for the whole season. How nice of them. Yeah. How scammy of them. They're probably finding certain props that correspond to making the season-long props look right and putting them up in front of you. So most people say, oh, wow, that's great. Yeah, you know how it goes.
But you gotta make sure it's actually accurate too. It's, funny you say that because I was looking at 365 earlier, and they actually had some of their last 5 stuff was completely wrong. You brought up Shakira's assist potential last game, and I was looking on there, and they had her marked down for like 1 assist, and I'm like, I know that there's no way she had that many potentials in 1 assist.
Yeah,
and yeah, it was wrong.
Yeah, she had 6 assists last game. Crazy. Juju Juras here. Hello. What else we got? Let's see. Lyric GG says check out the #1 pick props for Thursday. So people talking fiending for Thursday already. I feel it. Logan says E500,000 on the line. You're selling these players short. He wants you to put $500K on something tonight, I think. Let's see. Pig says Jackie, I'm sorry. Let's see. King Capricorn is here. What's up, dude? He says, what's up, gang? I got over on points for Stewie, Young, and Jones. Let's cash. That's a lot of overs. It's a lot of overs. Good luck. Kevin Stark's here.
Well, if we want to talk some stuff about Thursday here. I was just going to say real fast. We want to talk some stuff about Thursday. I'll throw a couple of ones that were
I know you like Heidi.
Worth a look. Yeah, I like Heidi.
Okay.
I'll put these on the screen, and we'll kind of hit over a couple of these after we get through the questions.
Okay, cool. Kevin Stark says, cash tonight, fam. Loving these plays. Sending my luck. Appreciate you, Kevin Stark. Good luck to you. We're at 63 likes, guys. We only need 6 more likes, and we get to our favorite number 69. Let's see. McCain says Carter over or under 3.5 free throw attempts. Playing downhill, she should get the foul shots.
Yeah, that's a really tempting line. I'll be honest. I love the line. Any other matchup, any other day, you could probably really talk me into it. Here, we'll look just real fast, kind of where New York is on free throws. Yeah, so this is the only thing right here. New York is, they do not give up free throws. Vegas, Phoenix, and the Aces, all 3 of those teams have been, pretty consistent, especially New York. I would say probably the last 4 years, they've been at least bottom 3 in free throws allowed. Now, it is Carter. Chances will be there. I got her penciled down at least for 2 free throws. Can she get one more trip beyond that is really the question. So it's a low line, though. I agree.
Doing free throws is just so scary, man. Sometimes it makes sense, but a lot of times free throw props make sense and they just don't happen. They're tough to bet on. But, good luck if you do take it. Dirty Reg says, win or lose, I think Lloyd comes up big in this one. Yeah, she should. She better, right? She better. It's her chance.
Hey, it's a great 3-point spot for her.
King Capricorn says, do you think they will all ball out just for the prize money incentive? That's interesting.
I mean, there's always a debate about that. I mean, personally, I don't think so, especially considering the fact that players just got their pay raises this year. I mean, I would hope that's not really a big topic of, contention, but they get a lot of stuff for their sponsorships and, the organization. So it does mean a lot, but there's always been this weird thing, and this season has been really, really eerily on the course of this. There's been several other Commissioner Cup games in the past where the two basically the two teams that are pegged to go to the finals or at least top four, there's always one or two of them in the mix, and then the team that loses typically is the one that wins the championship. So I'm feeling weird game theory here. I think New York wins this pretty easy, and I got Vegas winning it all this year.
All righty. Logan said, no, I was saying if they get down 15 at halftime, I was saying 500,000 on the line. Don't sell these females short. That's what he meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, hey, there's definitely a payout incentive for them on a personal level. Carter also being one of them. I would look at her specifically. If we're talking about somebody who's wanting to get paid, that'd be a player.
True. Let's see. Big Boy Dooley says New York over 4.5 first half. I think he means their spread? New York minus 4.5 first half, maybe?
Probably. Let's see. Do we not have... Is there not a spread on Onyx? They don't have that?
I see a 3 on Bovada. 3 minus 3 for New York.
In the first half?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, why don't they just put it up right here? Oh, yeah, 3.5. Yeah, I'd play the 3.5. I mean, the first half is really going to set the tone for the game, and it would not shock me to see, New York by, let's say, 8 points or so. There's a good chance it'll be a close game. Most of the cup games are, and then it just kind of falls apart in the second half. So, Asia being out is pretty massive.
Khadija says Melissa Smith rebounds. Don't know her line driving right now. Can't look, but they are probably 6.5 plus money, 5.5 alt. And I know you're kind of mad at her from last game, so I am assuming you're saying pass.
Yeah, I'm going to pass personally. She pissed me off way too much the last couple games. I just don't know what's going on with her. Cannot keep her hands to herself. This is not a good spot for her by any means. You should be able to get the 5.5 if you wanted to play it again. I mean, they're offering, I think, even better odds than what we had last game, which is kind of weird. Can she get there? Sure. Is that where I really want to put my money on tonight? That's tough. I might even honestly be leaning towards like Jackie Young rebounds if I'm going to pick up a rebound line, which is really weird to say, but yeah, her for 4 more rebounds probably talked me into that.
Dirty Reg, what's up, man? He says, with no Asia, I see jumpers having to fall for the aces tonight. Yes, sir. I agree. Yeah. Kev says CC's injury prone. Kev can't get off this Miles thing. Man, get away from her, bro. Leave Miles alone. Her rookie year going to be her best year, he says. He's just a CC hater now. He just knows how much he's trying to get to me, but I'm not going to let it happen. Bounces off me, Kev. I'm the one that's in the right. I don't care what you say. Dirty Reg says, I lost the line on Lloyd action, so I'll just chart and see if I would have hit or not. No bets on her for me now. Sorry, I couldn't read that. Lost the line on... Yeah, nothing wrong with doing that, man. Just hold off and see what happens with Lloyd. Starfall, how do you feel about Sabrina under RA? Starfall always comes with the fun unders. Is Sabrina RA too high?
Yeah. I mean, I would have liked it at 10.5 to be honest, but it's weird to read into that last game. Her 10 rebounds. It's like, what the hell?
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, this at least tells us she has a potential for a rebound spike. I know we did like the assist under. I mean, even the 4.5, not exactly the worst in the world, but yeah, books are mostly just looking at her assist though. You know, it's gonna be so funny to watch her just do absolutely nothing on the RA today, and she's gonna just snap off from scoring.
Sabrina, I don't know, man. She looks bad.
Yeah, how did she even get this in the previous game against fully healthy Vegas? You know,
I don't know.
like how do you give up 10 rebounds to her?
I don't know. It must have been a lot of luck just bouncing towards her. I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah, super weird. I think she was even the game high rebounder too. So outlier performance nonetheless. Her 3-point shot worries me as far as her downsides. I do like the RA downside though. I mean, you know, damn it, you go out and get 5 rebounds. Good on you.
Good on ya. Lyric GG says Johanna 6+ points.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit earlier. I mean, honestly, if you're going to play the 6+ points, I'd probably just play her 3 straight up. You know, most of her games, she's not getting she's not getting the 6+ without the 3-pointers made. I think you're also getting a little bit better of a payout. What's 5.5? Do we even have a 5.5 line? Minus 175. Yeah, probably the 3s. I mean, it's only one game sample difference, but you're at least getting a better payout.
Ashby Decor says, how does a guard make less than 10 points a game on average? Marina is so bad in caps. Oh my gosh. How mean, Ashby Decor. Poor Marine. What did she do to you? Civic Minimum. Don't even listen to me. I'll just say Civic. Isn't it 30K, not 500K? That's what he said.
It's 500K in total, but I think it's like 30 and some change per person.
Okay. McCain says, is Lloyd getting more than 9.5 field goal attempts?
That's a good question. I mean, that really is just going to hinge on how much output do we have from Carter. Like, if Carter's taking over, and we've seen a lot of games where, you know, she'll soak up all that time where either one of the starting guards is on the bench and it's just those two out there. So mostly for Lloyd, though, it's really just that second period or second quarter stretch, and then a little bit in the third where she's not having too much time overlapped with Carter. But again, mostly just direct correlation. One of those two is just going to eat into the other's usage.
69 likes was just had, E. Whoever hit that.
I love it.
Good luck for whoever just hit that 69. Ooh, we're at 70. Let's go. Khadija says, oh, God, I'm pissed at her last game. But someone got to get boards tonight, talking about Nalissa Smith.
They do. I'd like to see at least the starting 5 just to confirm, because say 2 different examples or 2 different routes. If Brianna Turner started, I would not like the rebounding upside. That's all that Turner's going to do is just snag boards, and she plays a little bit more down low at the 5. But if Parker starts, they run her a lot like Asia. So, I mean, at least the potential for Smith is going to be there. But Parker's also a pretty solid rebounder as well. It's just, I don't know if I could trust her right now. Not exactly the most ideal matchup. If we were talking like, you know, going up against Chicago or something at least top 5 matchup, not bottom 5.
Step back Jay says CC hurt, but she's still got 10 turnover and 0 flops. I don't know if that's positive or negative.
I mean, hey, both CCs have been injury prone for that matter.
I mean, poor CC, she gets beat up by everyone. I mean, that's different. The key says she guards cornermen and gets a lot of defensive rebounds, historically kills the line, talking about Sabrina.
Yeah.
Okay. And Civic Mini says per player. Yes, sir. 30K per player is probably what that was about. So we're at the end of the comments, E. We got 70 likes. We hit our goal, and just on a 1-game slate, so that's pretty good.
Perfect. Hey, that means we're going to get our one and done tonight. Make sure just, kind of spread out some of the exposures. Again, we know that there's not a lot of plays up right now. We're still looking out for a little bit of injury news. I don't know what the hell that is.
There you go. Read it and
Is that
weep,
you?
B. Read it and weep, B. Let's go. Money where my mouth is, baby. Let's get it.
Oh, the big Jackie under? Yeah. It makes a lot of sense, man. I mean, force anybody else to beat them tonight, and, that's going to put a lot of pressure on Vegas to perform. Now, early looks for Thursday. Oh, yeah, we're just going to at least briefly talk about this here real fast. If you want to slide that up and over there for me. Oh, yeah, perfect. All right, so Paige, we got another spot against Connecticut. We've talked about this at great length. Guards thrive in this position. Looking at Citron, your Mitchells, anybody that has a slashing and or free throw capability does really, really well in this spot. Also getting a good upside here with assist potentials out of Page. You can play the 26.5 if you want. I think the 25.5 was available on some sites still, but at least alt line stuff, Prizepicks is paying out pretty good on this one, so I did not mind that. Heideman's definitely not 14.5. Let me get that one out of here. Her 19.5 PA line is still available on a few different looks. Perfect spot for her. Also the threes, 1.5. I do love this. Phoenix, they're bleeding threes, top 3 in the league. Makes a lot of sense there. And then the other one, I do like Shepherd for a possible bounce back. Her double-double is still at an attainable price. Her individual line's not really making a whole lot of sense here. I think she's like 14.5 points. Yeah, 14.5, 13.5 points. And then the rebound still pretty jacked up as well. Missed out on it this last game, but she still played pretty well. Yeah, 14, 16 rebounds, so missing out on the scoring aspect of it. And I know we faded that. The whole world was on that in the Minnesota matchup. We were like, nope, I'm good on that. But I do like this for a bounce back spot. So discounted price, shortcutting the two of them, I think makes a lot of sense. We need Makani news for Phoenix. She may or may not be back. I don't think that really changes many things for AT. Still love her assist. And then we were looking at somebody for a bounce back spot from Seattle. I mean, basically all of Seattle played like shit except for Heidemann the last time they played Phoenix. Look, maybe Flashe. I do like the potential for her and or Pham. They got some 3-point looks in both of them. But we need to make sure that Horson is going to be out again for this next game. That could make things a little bit weirder for the starters. If Horson's back, I think there's a lot more stock in Heidemann's assist upside. But if Jade continues to start, then you're going to see, some resistance there. But yeah, that's what we got for early looks, though. We're going to have more stuff official on the play. So again, make sure to be a part of the Discord. Check it out. So we're on the 7-day free trial. Come in, win some cash, and catch some live bets with us tonight. All right, Underrated, let's get on out of here. You got anything else for us?
Not much. Kev says he's going back to Angel double-double, and Khadijah says JJ 14.5 points over. I think you talked about JJ. You don't mind that. So with that being said,
let's get out of here. All right, y'all. Good luck tonight. We'll catch y'all back here for the stream later, and we'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.